Here's another drill called the freeze drill. This is just to self-teach yourself, sort of. You're not going to have a teacher there all the time to help you out. I'm going to do the uppercut strike, but I'm going to freeze at the moment of impact. I'm going to do everything pretty much correctly. I'm going to do what I told you not to do earlier, which is leave your arm hanging out there. I'm doing it for a reason. I want to check myself, see if everything's right. Am I leaning into my target? Yeah. I'm off my toe a little bit. That's good. My toe going directly at my target. That's looking good. My thumb is up, not tight. My fist is kind of loose. Elbow, it's down. So everything looks pretty good. If you do this drill and you find your little, I don't know if you tell on camera, my elbow's that way, my thumb's okay. Everything's okay, but my elbow's out. I want to correct that, concentrate on correcting that. And a lot of times you might find, you see that on there, my foot is not directly towards him. I'm not getting my full power into him. Or you might find this happening. My thumb, even though my fist was kind of loose, my thumb was touching and kind of tight there, putting some tension in the fist, meaning it was not an optimal strike. That's the freeze drill. Nothing you want to do on the street, because you will leave your arm out there. It's subject to be broken, to be attacked in various ways. So you want to do that just to test yourself. Make sure your skills and your technique is optimum. Now, hiku5 is very forgiving. If you don't do things exactly right, things are a little off here, a little off there, it still will be very effective if you're kind of sort of doing them correctly. But we're talking, going for the goal here. We want our maximum, our best foot forward, so to speak. Okay, this is a different strike. We did an uppercut, and this is a situation where our hands are up. I'm like, hey buddy, I don't want any trouble, or guy tells you to put your hands up. This is a good position to do a hiku5 hand, because now I can go into the strike, and I got the gravity aiding my strike. Another little thing, that gravity is actually working against me on the uppercut, but I have some advantages in that I'm coming up under his side. This is a surprise because, once again, I'm not going into any kind of stance first. I'm just dropping it in.
That's okay.
These things hurt, believe it or not. Just dropping it in. So my hands are up. I go, hey buddy, I don't want to hurt. Do the same thing, just get my hiku5 power, get that kinetic energy going through him, taking him out, taking care of the situation. I did a grabbing shirt drill before, but that might be something that actually happened. You work in the pocket, something happens there, into a hiku5 strike. And same thing, kind of grasping the table. I'm hitting him really light. When you get your bag set up, start light, and as you build up over the weeks and months, you get more and more power into it.
You hit me light, but I'm still rocking.
He's a big guy. He's like, what, 300 pounds? He's up there. He's about 250-ish.
50-ish.
And I'm 180, 190, so he's got a big weight advantage over me. And a lot of I know I have people comment sometimes, I only weigh 130 pounds. I can't hurt anybody because I'm so light. But 130 pounds with hiku5 principles behind it is a devastating amount of power. Okay, hands in pocket now. I'm not wearing them. Well, pockets, I have to show you. You have to imagine. If your hands are in your pocket, the way you want to get it out quickly is you push in. This might be good. You have to see my hands. Push in and come out with your wrist. Practice it. Your blue jeans on or whatever. So my hands are in my pocket and suddenly, there's a situation. I utilize that pushing in and kind of goosenecking my wrist up and out to get it out quickly into a strike. And then you always want to take Murphy's Law into consideration whenever you're doing this kind of stuff. Hopefully you'll never get attacked when your hands are in your pocket, but you never know. So you want to do it both ways. Hands in my pocket, there's a situation, coming in for a strike. Oh yeah, you attack from the side. There's a guy over there, whatever. So very quickly, you can step in, you can do that little knee pop into the strike. Same strike. All you're doing is doesn't take a fraction of a second. Twist and do it both ways. In both hands, strike. Get your hand back quick as possible. Ready for another strike. This is a vector strike. We did the side, but say we're like this direction. Suddenly you realize there's something going on there. So get my feet in here. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to vector our foot. This foot here, the far foot, is going to come over, vector in, cut that angle off, and now I'm going to go into my hiku5 strike. It'd be kind of hard to do it. I'm going to turn into a contortionist a bit by keeping this foot stationary. It's just going to take a fraction of a second. It's going to vector it in. It's going to be a real quick move. I'm kind of slowing it up. Vector, strike. A little quicker. Okay, same way I'm going to practice with both feet. I don't think I really have to do that. You know to practice both feet. Just take this foot, pivot on your heel a little bit, bring it in, step into your strike. A little slow. Vector strike. Okay. 1-2 drill. You throw your first strike. For whatever reason, it's not effective. Could be a variety of reasons. Throw your first strike. You want to have, look at this one, see better. You want to have a backup. You always have a backup plan. which is your hands right here, you're in perfect position for a follow-up strike. And all you're going to the second strike is actually far more powerful than the first strike. So it's, you kind of just twist, you're twisting your body and everything here, but when you do the second strike, you're twisting, the twist really gets into it, body weight, everything else. It's really a devastating strike. And that's what you do if you miss or your first strike is ineffective. You strike, you come in with your second strike.
That double shock there really makes you move too.
Okay, just call this a no-step strike. In other words, you don't have time, maybe it's a lethal force situation, you don't really have time to step into the strike or you're too close or whatever. The fact that you've been doing these steps and getting your body weight going into it, to your target, it's still going to work even though you're now you're kind of stationary. Just lean in and strike. For whatever reason you don't have time, just lean in and strike. It's still going to be very effective because you've made it a muscle memory, so to speak, to your body to get that body weight into the strike after a while. It's a no-step strike.
How much more of that?
A whole lot. It's a collapsing hand strike. Say you're in really close, you just collapse your hand into your target. It's not, you don't need a whole lot of distance in Hakuda. It's one of the good things. You can strike effectively from the distance, or if you're up close, just lean in. A collapsing hand strike. We did that little pop drill earlier. It's kind of like that. Okay. You can even do it from like a pop drill. Just collapse that hand in there, hit your body weight, twist into it.
Go ahead and, since it's that close to a range, I feel pretty confident with that. Go ahead and unload.
Unload on you? I don't unload too much. But even then, I mean, it's pretty powerful technique. That shockwave. Without the pad, he'd really be hurting. Or I'd be hurting, or anybody be hurting, get hit that hard. Okay, short strike drills. You may not have the distance we worked at earlier. Those are good to work at from the beginning, but you might be in close. I highly recommend you work your kuda in with very short strikes. You can get that kuda power in 1, 2, even though you're just right up on somebody. You can still get it in from different distances too. Now, don't always get your punching bag and adjust it to different distances. Practice low, practice high, real in short stabbing, powerful kuda strikes. Okay, here we get in the section of partner reaction drills, or reactionary drills with the partner. I covered this briefly earlier. Basically what we're talking about is we develop our power through the pads, and then we develop a degree of power with the partner wearing the pads, and now he's not wearing the pads. So what we're getting from this is a sense of distancing and comfortableness of working with an actual live opponent. If all we ever did was wear pads and then we were in a situation with a person who kind of frees up because it's not really familiar with us. But here, whenever we're doing this, I'm just going to cover the basics, is when you do a strike, you don't want to stop ahead. You want to go, maybe slow down and then drive through, because you never want to get into the habit of not hitting your opponent. Well, you're not going to hit him hard, just with little taps. It's going to aid him in his development and me when he does it to me as I am. You are going to get jolted a little bit, so you're going to develop some toughness from this type of training. Now, target area is basically anything you can hit in the target area. You don't really look at any specific areas. Center of mass is basically what I'm looking for, right about there, if I can get it. Now, if that's blocked off some kind of way, I might go for the head. Anything power, Hakuda strikes are pretty much lethal force, but especially when you're going for the neck and head, neck area, back of the head, kidneys, you turn around, kidney area, spinal column, all that would be very, very bad for him. If it's not a lethal force situation, you use that kind of force, it could be considered excessive force, and probably will be. Center of mass, like I said, is your target area. And when you do these drills, you want to react appropriately. There's a whole system out there built around that, but it's a very simple thing. Basically, if I strike him in the center, it'll drive him back. If I strike his head, it'll drive his head back and also drive him back. Now, if I strike solar plexus level, he'll kind of bend into the strike. For anything below the groin, the shin, anything, he'll kind of bend forward into the strike. Now, if I were to strike, say, his shoulder here, that would he would twirl in like that. That's important to know, in that, say, he's about to hit me with that hand. I hit here, I twirl, I've actually speeded up and made his strike more powerful. He had a knife in that hand. It becomes a knife, and I strike him here. I just helped him defeat me, so that's not good. If I'm going to strike center, I want to strike center or over that area to push it away from me. That's a little bit on the striking areas. And the general things you want to kind of stay away from is mouth and nose. There's a lot of blood, the teeth will cut with the diseases that go around today. Stay away from those if you can. It's a lethal situation. Well, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and hit it and worry about the treatment later, because you're going to be dead right there versus maybe dead 10 years from now. Consider that. Now, most people like to stay away from the top of the head. It's the hardest bone in the human body. In the old days of bare knucks boxing, they stayed away from that. They break the knuckles on that pretty easily. But the Hakuda strikes, you can actually hit the top of the head. I don't really recommend it. You're probably not going to damage your hand. You won't damage your hand with the Hakuda strikes. And you probably knock the guy out. But it's not an optimum area to hit, because it is the hardest bone in the body. But if that's the only thing you got, then go for it. You'll be fine. Once you get some confidence working against the plywood, developing that Hakuda hand, you can start lightly hitting trees. I'd recommend pine trees, something like that. It's kind of soft. And eventually you can get where you can hit those full force. You can move on up to oak or whatever. confidence develops, you're not going to be really worried about the top of the head breaking your hand. Yeah, punch defense. He throws a punch. I just step in with a kuda strike. And just step in. So, either punch defense, you're just striking. You're not trying to block. You're just wasting your time doing all that. You're not trying to parry. You're just coming in. If he happens to hit you, so you do the drop and he hits me, it's going to deflect because I'm coming in and I'm twisting as I go in. If I'm hit, it's going to be a deflection. It's not going to be a real hard hit, whereas all my power is going into him. I can also do another one. I can also come in low and strike. I can also come in low, stepping in real close, avoiding that hand, coming in low to the center, and that's another good thing. But I generally just concentrate on higher, because that's going to drive him back and out of your way. You can punch low, that is an option. Here we're going to do the 1-2 application. Come in with a strike, drive him back, step in, strike again, towards the center line. Okay, do it again. So you go either direction actually, striking back, and coming in with the other. Get your power, like I said, you get your power with your pads. Here you just feel it working with an individual. This time he grabs me. This is where we're going to, those short, just grab a hold of this. He's just kind of a grab trying to control me. This is where these short strikes come into play. I don't have a lot of distance to get that big kuda strike that I wanted to. I can drop that hand right and just show. When I'm in close, but I can still generate tremendous power. Strike, and strike again, and break out of that grab. One thing you'll find happens is he grabs me, he's grabbing me. As he grabs, and I do a startle, and do the strike, even if I don't hit him, the fact that the startle actually causes a very rapid vibration in your body. You become real hard to hold on real tight. You know, I'm not going to hit him. I kind of did the motion without the strike. It's hard for him to grab a hold, and I can do the strike pretty effectively.
I'm not going to grab it close, I just want to hang on to you.
See, because he grabs, I'm not going to really strike, I'm just going to, I just came out of it. It's like going into the strike. Could have struck him if I wanted to, but I'm pretty much out of danger as far as that grab goes. If you do the startle, just do the startle, even without a strike, you're probably going to be out of most type of grabbing, mugging situations. Okay, this is a club defense. This is a hockey stick, actually. He comes up with the hockey stick, same defense as I had before. Striking, driving him back. I'm not worried about taking away any kind of blocks, parries. I'm just going directly into him. Go ahead and do it again. Going right into him for a strike. That would happen to hit him in the throat. That would have been pretty bad for him. Okay, kick defense. As he kicks, I just come in and jam the kick and strike. Even if the kick, go ahead and kick again. Just front kick again. Even if the kick connects as I'm coming in, if I'm here and he kicks me, because I'm at the optimum range to get damaged by the kick. But if the kick, I see the kick, I'm just coming in. Actually, I'm not worried about his kicking him. I'm not really defending his kick. I'm just going in and striking. If he happens to kick, if the kick gets jammed, I take care of the situation. That's one of the beauties of the kuda hand fighting system is it doesn't really matter what he does, what he brings to the table. I'm bringing the kuda hand, and that's what you got to deal with. You got to deal with speed and power that he's probably never had to confront before. Now we're going to work on the front kick. This is a very quick, snapping, powerful kick. I say quick too many times? That's it right there. It's very fast, very powerful. You can, a lot of your same principles that you had in your hand, your kuda hand are going to be in your kick. You bring your hands to your chest and slow it down, and you're kicking out real short. Now we want to kind of, as you're doing it, you can hop a little bit, so a little hop, get your weight into it. You kind of lean back a little bit. Put your hand back, not that far, not to the wall. Kind of lean back. If a strike comes in, you're already leaning back, dissipating the force of the strike. It's a very quick, powerful kick. Your point of contact is ball of the foot, not the toe. I still would recommend having footwear on for this strike. You don't really have to worry about having steel-toed boots or anything like that. It's whatever you happen to have on at the time. You can do it barefoot, but you might potentially damage your toe. So break it down real quick. Hop in. You don't chamber or anything like that. You just kick out. And the faster you move your hands, the faster your kick will be. The faster. You want to kind of whip your hands up as the kick goes out and jerk them back down. And get ready for another kick if you need to. Hop in to get a little power. Okay.
Show the side.
Okay, do it from the side. Over here. Same kick. Very fast, very powerful. Kind of do that racing drill. If your hands are faster than your feet, or your feet will get faster as you do the kick. And you practice this against a pad. Rig your pad up where you got pad down there to get that power into that front kick. So the front, very explosive, very powerful kick. Okay, this is a vectoring, just like we did this the punch earlier, the kuda strike. We want to kick over there. We vector this foot, and we angle it in, do the kick. Same thing on that way.